Graduates, faculty, and parents, my fellow classmates, first and foremost, I would like to congratulate all of you on reaching this milestone in your life. For the past 3 years, I have had the pleasure of being your treasurer, vice president, and now I stand here as your class president. Class of 2015, there are no amount of words I could say in this speech that could encapsulate our time together. I would like to thank my fellow officers, Jesse, Sydney, Victoria, and Kira, for not only being my right-hand man, but also some of my best friends. With the help of Ms. Paul and Mr. Kasner, we've had an amazing year. I would also like to congratulate our valedictorian and salutatorian on both getting into Ivy League schools, which is not only great for them, but it's also great for me, because that means I can visit them and start dating a brain surgeon. So 2 days before graduation, I realized I should start writing my speech. You'd think I'd be used to this by now, but I want to fit everything that high school has taught me into an inspiring under 5-minute speech according to the guidelines. Shout out Mrs. Rosillo. I could stand here and read you quotes I found on Pinterest, or pretend that I somehow have more wisdom than you, or even try to reminisce that. Instead, I want to look back on the past 720 days of required attendance and was able to pull out a list of skills that I think we have all gained serving our time here. First on my list is time management. In order to promptly arrive at school at 8:14, you have to leave your house to get your Dunkin' Donuts at approximately 7:30. I've used the same set of skills when optimizing locker gossip while still making it to the choir room with seconds to spare. Number 2, communication. We all know nothing can get accomplished without good communication. Speaking of accomplishing nothing, group projects have tested friendships and ultimately created enemies. They often lead to piecing together different font Google Docs and passive-aggressively harassing that person who somehow never gets your text message because they were at a family party. You know who you are. Number 3, survival. I'm sure we can all agree that Nutley is a beautiful place to grow up, but nothing tests your courage like an old-fashioned school Armageddon. I know I said I wouldn't bring up middle school, but some things are just too hard to forget. Often I find myself thinking back to that day sophomore year when the power went out before Christmas break. If I think about it long enough, I'm taken right back to the darkness of that day, and then I think, John, open your eyes. After I made it through the second blackout of senior year, I truly felt confident I could handle living in the worst storm conditions. Number 4, study skills. I usually like to study for 3 hours before a test. 2 hours and 45 minutes on Twitter, and 15 minutes on SparkNotes. Usually is the best formula. As hard as it was to focus, some of my favorite memories of high school were eating Domino's pizza while trying to make sense of calculus with my math friends. Shout out Nick Tran. Number 5, productivity. As most of the girls know, posting your prom dress on the Facebook group is essential in avoiding complete and utter prom devastation when an underclassman dares to purchase your dress in a different color. Instead, analyzing past like data reveals the peak hours in which to post your Instagram for optimum likeage. Number 6, attendance. Carefully utilizing your 20 unexcused absences by having your parents call you out for a test you didn't study for. It's just better for everyone, honestly. Sorry to every math teacher I've ever had. It wasn't you, it was me. Number 7, technology. We have been given the skills and tools to survive in a technology-advanced world, from figuring out the Wi-Fi password to save our valuable data. You're welcome, Mom and Dad. But we never could find Microsoft Word on the Chromebooks. Good luck, class of 2016. Number 8, ability to prioritize. Okay, imagine a rainy Sunday night and it's 8:45. You are faced with the decision between the last chapters of Great Expectations or the season finale of Game of Thrones. You know what you have to do. Number 9, decision making. Deciding to take the AP test and enjoying the perks of not taking a final. Oh wait, I'm sorry, this isn't 2013. Clearly Nutley High School has given me a well-rounded education. Don't worry, we'll never lose touch, because I'll be following you on every social media platform possible and judging all your new friends. Class of 2015, even though we are now moving on to new adventures, we will always have the memories we made over the past 4 years. No matter how many skills or lessons we learn, the most valuable of them all is that this is not the end, it's just the beginning. Congratulations, class of 2015. And now, our 2015 Salutatorian, Felon.
Good evening, parents, guardians, teachers, family, friends, distant relatives who weren't invited but showed up anyways. I hope that you're all enjoying this event, considering what wonderful weather we have today. I think in the 4 years that I've been here at the high school, not once has the weather actually been this good. It's either been too hot or too rainy, and fortunately we have neither today. And to my fellow classmates and friends, I hope that the weather makes my speech a little bit more bearable. When I first started writing this speech, I found it really difficult to come up with a topic. I mean, think about it. There are about 300 of us in this room today, on this field today, who are graduating, each of us spending 4 years in high school. That's a total of 1,200 years worth of memories. Far more than anyone would have in a single lifetime. And combine that with the fact that we all have different experiences, different memories, different classes. And so as I began to brainstorm and write, I realized how difficult it would be to write something that everyone could relate to. It began to feel like I was trying to answer one of those really open-ended and awful standardized SAT questions that sounded something like this. Think carefully about the following question and write a well-planned, cohesive, and thoughtful response to what is the meaning of life? Fortunately, they didn't give me a rubric for this. But then in the middle of brainstorming, I realized that perhaps the most important was the question itself. What is meaningful, and more importantly, past 4 years of our lives here are meaningful? Of course, everyone's going to have a different answer to that question. For me, it was playing an orchestra and having the honor of serving as co-captain of the mock trial team. It was being able to somehow schedule Italian and French for all 4 years, and a bunch of other classes that I wanted to take, thanks to Mrs. DeVillier, of course. It was being able to form the friendships and connections that will last a lifetime. Because at the end of the day, those are the things that really matter. And I'm truly grateful for the incredible amount of support that I've had from my classmates and parents, teachers, and administrators over the years that I've been at Nutley and at the high school. And I'm sure that the same is with you too. Why don't we give them all a round of applause? Because without all of these people, our lives wouldn't be as meaningful as they are today. Which brings me to my point. Today is an important day, not just because it represents a day of accomplishment for all of us, but also because it's a turning point in our lives. Because after we leave here today, nothing's ever going to be quite the same again. I mean, we'll still be the same people, we'll still have the same friends, we'll still do the same things, but we'll also realize that we've left a part of our lives behind, a part of our memories, and that we're moving on to forge new memories and new chapters in our lives. When we were freshmen, many of us probably asked ourselves what our next 4 years would be like. And our predictions were probably half accurate. There still is no swimming pool on the 4th floor, and the air conditioning, or lack thereof, is still pretty awful. But I'm sure that all of us, throughout our time at Nutley High, have found something to care about, even if we weren't quite sure what that something was 4 years ago. And as I walked the halls of Nutley High School for one final time yesterday as a student, I got the feeling that we've all made a mark on this school, just as much as it has left a mark on us. Today we have another opportunity to ask ourselves the same question about what our future will be like, except that the answer probably doesn't seem so clear-cut anymore. Because the truth is, our lives, our worlds, are probably going to become much less predictable after we leave here today. But there's one thing that I believe we can rely on, which is our past, and all the memories and experiences in high school and beyond that we've gathered up to this point in time. And by relying on our past and these experiences and these memories, we develop the conviction that our future should just be as meaningful as the life that we've lived up to this point in time. And so I'd like to end this by saying congratulations to the class of 2015. Live well and live with meaning. Thank you. So next up, I'd like to introduce your class valedictorian and my good friend, Robert Zajac.
Class of 2015, family and close friends. We've come a long way. 4 years ago, the thought of putting on these gowns was really nothing but a distant dream. At that time, I had no idea about all the challenges I was going to face and how I would overcome them. Thankfully, a few important people were always there for me through all my obstacles, so I'd like to start off by acknowledging them. Most importantly, thank you to my parents, who always believed that I was capable of more than I ever aspired for. Another big thank you to all my teachers and school administrators, who have been absolutely fantastic all these 4 years. I wish I could talk about them, but why don't we just give them a round of applause for all they've done at the school. And finally, thank you to my close friends and all my classmates, because without all of you, these 4 years would have been awfully boring. I'd like to tell you just a little bit about what really changed my life during high school, and that's crew. I decided to try out for the team during my freshman year, mostly after realizing that I was completely uncoordinated and should not be playing any other sport. At that time, I had no idea I was going to meet some of the closest friends I still have. Most of them are even sitting in the crowd today. You know who you are. For those who don't know, crew is one of the only sports where you can actually win a race by facing backwards. Now, that didn't make any sense to me the first time I realized it. I mean, how could you be competing in a race and not even see which direction you're going in? Besides racing, I got used to waking up at 5 a.m. on weekends and having 4-hour practices every single day. It was pretty rough, but I don't regret it. I matured and learned to work hard and appreciate those close to me, especially my teammates who were always there next to me, side by side. But that's enough about me. We've all matured as individuals and as a class, and if you think about it, we've kind of been facing backwards during high school too. We went into every year not knowing exactly what it was going to bring, and each time we looked back on our previous years. Like freshman year. Definitely facing backwards here. We went in totally clueless, still wearing Aeropostale and Ed Hardy shirts and looking for a pool on the 4th floor that just didn't exist. It was hard not to get lost in the spiderweb of hallways, but we got to our classes, met a lot of new friends, and we felt pretty excited about finally being in high school. Sophomore year. To me, this year kind of felt like a blur. It was a transition from being like totally clueless kids in our freshman year to slightly less clueless kids now. We took driver's ed, which felt kind of cool because probably meant we could drive soon, right? We started to feel like adults, but at this point in high school, we're still just figuring things out. Junior year. All I really want to say about this year is thank God none of us ever have to take another SAT ever again. Oh, and most of us finally got our driver's licenses, and we probably made some great memories being cramped into the back of a car with 6 or more of our friends, sorry to our parents. So finally that brings us to senior year. When I was a junior, someone told me this year was going to be nothing but non-stop deadlines. I really didn't want to believe him then, but after applying for colleges and scholarships, going through a lot of school events, and finding a prom house, it started to make sense. We came together as a class, won Powder Puff and the decathlon, finally ending our streak of being in 3rd every single year. But even though this year brought us together, it was also a sad reminder that soon we're going to have to split up and take on the world without our classmates at our side. Keeping that in mind, I hope you cherish these memories and just remember the lessons they taught us. You've heard me talk enough about facing backwards. Now let's graduate facing forwards and fully prepared to take on the world. These may have been some of the best years of our lives, but who's to say that we can't live a lifetime that's just as great? Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce Nutley High School's principal, Dennis Williams.
Good evening and welcome parents, guardians, family, and friends to Nutley High School's 145th commencement ceremony in honor of the class of 2015. I would like to acknowledge and thank those who play an important role in the communal effort that is required daily for public education to work effectively. Superintendent Lazovic, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Volani, and my fellow district administrators, thank you for your tireless efforts to provide what is best for all Nutley students. To the Board of Education, thank you for actively engaging in a strategic vision that is transforming the Nutley School District. To the town officials, Commissioners and Mayor Petracco, thank you for providing the infrastructure and continuous support needed for public education in this town. And finally, to the faculty, staff, coaches, and advisors of Nutley High School for their commitment to their students' learning and growth. You have left an indelible mark on the lives of our graduates, and you have impacted their lives immeasurably. You have served the greater public good in a time when many question what we do. I thank you for the passion, for the caring, and for the energy you bring every day into your work with the students of Nutley High School. To the parents and guardians of our graduates, I also say thank you. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to help shape their lives. 18 years ago, around 1996, you made an investment in the future that has paid off handsomely. The countless hours you devoted to your child's activities, interest in education, not to mention paying car insurance, prom dresses, cell phones, data plans, food, clothing, electric bills, cable and Wi-Fi bills, computers, printers. Need I go on? Exactly. Thank you for your efforts. And to your efforts, the class of 2015 is ready for the next stage, ready for bigger things. And in honor of your efforts, I'm going to ask the class to stand and salute the parents and guardians in attendance right now. Class, let's rise up and give them props. And now to the class of 2015. Congratulations, you did it. Wasn't that hard? You assembled before us National Honor Society members, World Language Honor Society members, poets, scholar athletes, AP scholars, musicians, student government leaders, blood donors, National Merit Scholars, community service volunteers, all state athletes. We salute each and every one of you. Class of 2015, you've adapted to great changes and you've rose to the challenge. You have thrived academically, you've shattered many athletic records while delivering championships and titles. You've performed on stages throughout the country and the world. You've provided thousands of hours of community service, raised thousands of dollars to support those less fortunate than you, donated hundreds of life-saving pints of blood, and people have taken notice of you. Tonight, this class of 2015 leaves us earning over $2 million in scholarship monies and grants. In short, 2015, you've done an excellent job during your time in Nutley High School, and I thank you. 2015, before you leave to go and do great things, I ask you to consider what lies ahead. You need to continue to adapt and thrive in the face of change. Stay focused and adaptable. Consider all options. You will be entering a global economic system that will demand many things from you, the key being adaptability. Latest Department of Labor statistics show that your generation on average can expect to change jobs over 17 times during the course of your working life. So be it. Keep going when things are looking dark, accepting that reversals are normal, remembering that human nature is, in the end, tough, like you. By all means, 2015, do not give up. Keep on doing. Keep on trying. As FDR stated at the height of the Depression, quote, "This country demands bold, persistent experimentation. It is common sense to take a method and try it. If it fails, admit it frankly and try another, but above all, try something." 2015, consider those words in the coming years as you leave us to go and do. To those going to colleges, from Essex Community to Harvard, from Rutgers to University of Southern California, remember the efforts, energy, and lessons of your teachers as they prepared you to encounter the rigors you will face at the next level. To those leaving to serve in the military, this town salutes your patriotic service. Remember that you come from a town that has always defended freedom, from Harmonious Brown in the Revolutionary War, to George Kingsland in the Civil War, to class of 2000 graduate Christian DeFalco, currently in service to our country. We wish you well in your future plans. To those entering directly into the business world or the trades, as you reach levels of personal success, remember to give back in service and caring that which was modeled for you. 2015, every graduating class follows the same trajectory. You keep moving and doing, and we stay behind. I will ask that you remember this town, this place, this Nutley, a culture of people who care, who give, who support each other during good times and bad, and want nothing but the best for their children. And so tonight, we say farewell. We hope that the years treat you well. We hope that we have prepared you for the changes and challenges you will encounter. We hope that you give back the love you have received. We hope that you care, because we need you to take care of us. May the good Lord shine a light on you. May every song you hear be your favorite tune. Godspeed, the class of 2015. Mr. Lazick, with impending weather, I certify that these students have met the requirements of the state of New Jersey and the Nutley School District, and I present to you the class of 2015.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. In spite of my best efforts, one thing I've learned over the past 3 graduations since I've been lucky enough to be part of these is that no one wants a long speech from the superintendent in graduation. So with that in mind, here goes. Mr. Sposano and the members of the Board of Education, Mayor Petracco and Commissioners, Mr. Williams, the administration, faculty, and staff of Nutley High School, Dr. Villani, Mrs. Yamins, Mrs. Christiantello, and of course the faculty and staff from all of our schools, family and friends, and of course to all of you, the graduates, welcome. Tonight we honor and celebrate the class of 2015. That's pretty much all I have. I don't want people to feel shortchanged. You've worked hard for this, but I have to let you know, I'm not sure. As I was thinking about this, I realized that you are my first 4-year graduating class as Superintendent of the Public Schools. I actually came to the district in 2011, the same year that you guys entered Nutley High School, and your 4 years have been my 4 years. And I realized something that many of you may have struggled with as well the past couple months, and Mr. Sposano, I have to apologize, but I feel like I've gotten a little touch of senioritis in my 4 years here. And just to be clear, looking back, I recognize that prior to the past 2 months when I've been working 16-hour days, 6 days a week, I realized over the last couple months that switched to about 14 hours a day, but 7 days a week. I'll leave the math for you, though. I promise that this summer I'll pick it back up. That got me thinking, though, about senioritis. It's actually a word now. And I recognize just throughout the wonderful speeches from our students how many words they use to describe similar situations that we had going through high school that didn't exist when we went through high school, how times have changed. So I looked up senioritis, and it actually is a word, defined in the dictionary as a supposed affliction of students in their final year of high school or college characterized by a decline in motivation. Thinking about my decline in motivation. It's not there, I promise you. It can happen at the end of a marking period, the end of a year, or a period of time that we perceive to be ending. And that's where I got stuck on this idea that in reality, that ending is just a perception. It's a perceived end. So here it is, what I came up with for you, trying to keep it brief. Never perceive an end. You have to decide what it is you want and then do everything in your power to go and get it. You have to avoid this idea of declining motivation. Life is not, in spite of what myself as well as a previous history teacher teach, a series of eras that end or begin. Many speeches around this time talk about as commencement as a beginning. I would urge you to think of this as neither. Life instead is a series of connected moments, and if you're lucky, those moments will be filled with challenge and hope, love and friendship, peace and satisfaction. You have to learn to cherish the moments you have because we are lucky for the moments that we do have. Please cherish this moment. It took a lot to get here, and you've earned the right to be here. So make sure you're paying attention. I kept it short because I recognize after 3 years of doing this that oftentimes some people aren't listening. I hope you are listening. I hope that you continue to be yourself, that you surround yourself with those you love and you're grateful for their support. You persevere and you respect yourself for persevering. You define again what it is that you want and do everything in your power to make what you want your reality. You're the only person who will. Find your passion and give the world something we never had, something that could have only come from you. I said I would keep it short. We're proud of you. We will miss you, but we are incredibly excited for you. Please enjoy the moment. Nutley High School's class of 2015, have all my best. Congratulations. Mrs. Sposado, President of the Board of Education.
Before I start my speech, I just want Mr. Lazovic to understand that that had to do with your negotiation contract coming up. I'll take that into consideration. Good evening, parents, administration, faculty, and students of the class of 2015. As President of the Board of Ed, I have the honor to speak on behalf of our board, who I would like to introduce at this time. Our Vice President, Charles Kozinski, Trustee Debbie Russo, Trustee Ryan Klein, Trustee Fred Scalera, Trustee Sal Ferrara, Trustee Lisa Danchek Martin, Trustee Dan Tornacella, and our newest addition, Trustee Brenda Sherman. Thank you all for your hard work and your dedication. At this time, I'd like to recognize our commissioners, Mayor Alphonse Petracca, Commissioner Dr. Joe Scarpelli, Commissioner Mauro Tucci, Commissioner Tom Evans, and Commissioner Steve Rogers. Thank you for sharing this special evening with us. I would also like to acknowledge our Superintendent, Russell Lazovic, Assistant Superintendent, Dr. Gina Villani, and their entire staff. They are the backbone of our district, along with our business administrator, Karen Hemans, and her staff. Thank you for all your hard work throughout the year. And this day would not be possible without our high school principal, Dennis Williams, and his staff, and all the faculty of the Nutley School District. We thank you for a job well done. And let's not forget our staff, buildings and grounds, and maintenance crew. For the great job they have done maintaining our schools throughout the year, we thank you. But we are here to recognize these young men and women who have achieved a great milestone and are now ready to embark on the next phase of their lives. We are so very proud of you and wish you all the best in the future. No matter what path you have chosen, whether it is to attend a 4-year college, community trade school, the military, or employment, make the most of every experience, pursue your dreams. If you work hard and are determined, you can accomplish anything. Don't forget the things that matter most in life: family, friends, and community. You're here today not only because of all your hard work and efforts, but due to the love and support of your family. And don't forget all the friends you have made through the years. If you are lucky enough, these friendships will last a lifetime. And lastly, community service. Community service is something that I hold in high esteem. I am a firm believer that serving the community enriches not only the lives of others, but your own. I grew up in Nutley, and I graduated from Nutley High. I can honestly say that I'm proud of how we in Nutley always come together in times of need and can rely on one another to help our neighbor whenever necessary, providing support in every way. Serving our community that has given you so much is a reward beyond words. So don't forget where you came from, while you focus on where you're going. Remember, you have the tools to achieve all your goals and realize all your dreams. Good luck to you and make success in the future. Thank you.
Andrew Ayala. Courtney Beck. Sarah Baroa. Angel Bonanno. Alexis Pizzoa. Nicholas Sell. Katrina Daly. Rosina Faciopone. Melanie Fernandez. Samantha Jandianco. Kevin Gowdy. Allison Gumney. Maria Haji Constantino. Lindsay Hargrave. John McCullough. Margaret Meglio. Caitlin Quinn. Daisy Rees. Tiffany Silva. Kara Joy Skelly. David Villa. Bridget Brome. Samantha Abaya Campos. Hattie Adelhaddy. Michelle Abreu. Raymond Abreu. Mark Mohammed Al-Zuabi. Anna Allison. Christopher Miano. Carly Anderson. Evan Anderson. Daniel Angelino. Alex Arcudi. Kristen Arena. Max Awad. Stephen Bain. Casey Barone. Brittany Bonhue. Patricia Babala. Jailene Bourbon. Kyle Brady. Austin Brendel. Stefan Briganti. Ariel Bueno. Joshua Callio. Michaela Campo. Adriana Caputo. Brianna Carputo. Antonio Carabala. Victor Carciola. Melissa Casal. Jason Castellanos. Jesus Castellanos. Salvatore Citrullo. Erica Christian. Gianna Cifelli. Nicole Clayton. Nicole Tonka. David Conforti. Brianna Connor. Kimberly Constantino. Salvatore Cordaro. Carmen Cordero. Ryan Cowley. Kara Crosby. Carly Danluan. Kevin Davis. Natalie DeChico. Michelle DeFranco. Alana DeFuria. Brianna DeMaio. Matthew De Oliveira. Thomas DePiro. Danielle DeToma. Peter DeCilia. Joseph Del Moro. Mallory Del Moro. Molly Demgard. Diana Delori. Onadia. Leticia Donato. Jason Dorr. Anthony Duca. Lucas Erdman. Natalie Valerio. Luca Farrell. Nicole Farrell. Brielle Feaster. Joseph Ferendi. Cynthia Ferrieras. Steve Farrow. Sabrina Figueroa. Michael Freight. Aurora Franco. Angela Gaeta. Ashley Capuz. Giovanni Garcia. Abigail Gardner. Antonio Gencarelli. Caitlin Gencarelli. Matthew Genetempo. Jessica Gilbert. Jenna Gingerelli. Lauren Yoski. Michaelia Goldenberg. John Gomez Coelho. Alexander Gonzalez. Josie Gonzalez. Zachary Gonzalez. Naya Gozai. Shane Grabkowski. Brittany Grabowski. Joseph Greco. Sarah Gruder. Cameron Heffelfinger. Elijah Enriquez. Jose Hernandez. Naomi Hernandez. Thomas Hickey. Jason Kaufman. Brittany Holler. Lauren Tussey. Michael Iacona. Lisette Irizarry. Yoshio Ishikawa. Angel Jacox Nolan. Catherine Javadian. Abba Javeri. Michelle Javicki. Christopher Kaminsky. Sorry, Christopher. Cassidy Cabin. Victoria Keeley. Evan Keating. Gregory Kukin. Stephen Locke. Christina Lombardi. Paul Larcara. Lisa Lemon. Jin Yan Lee. Isaac Lindenbaum. Olivia Veniza. Amanda Lano. Jennifer Bluff.
Tina Lombardi. Lacey Lombardozzi. Sabrina Lopez. Catherine Macaluso. Samuel Maceo. Anthony Magnata. Alexa Majana. Frank Malanga. Jose Maldonado. Sienna Maurice. Daria Marilakos. Wilson Martino. Frank Martorelli. Travis Martorelli. That's my boy! Sharon Matthews. Joseph Mattia. Michael Mattia. Andrew McCormick. Tara McGraw. Stephanie Mecca. Robert Malillo. Thomas Malillo. Maxwell Mela. Michelle Mendez. David Merritt. Erica Myler. Elias Muir. Jaime Molina. Isabel Montoya. Rachel Mora. Samantha Moynihan. Matthew Mullaney. Ashley Murphy. Nicholas Musicato. Rocco Nardone. Maria Nugent. Nicholas Nicastro. Jessica Nishiro. Rachel Nichols. Michael Nicosia. Brandon O'Brien. Thomas O'Mara. Caitlin O'Neill. Joshua Aquendo. Anthony Ordonez. Brian Ortiz. Daniel Ortiz. Gianna Marie Padilla. Mira Pagdal. Nicholas Pajarez. Kristen Palermo. Samantha Panzo. Kevin Patel. Niraj Patel. Raj Patel. Anna Pena. Andrew Pena. Claudia Pena. Kenny Pena. Arturo Peraza. Robert Peters. Vincent Petracco. Catherine Pezzo. Darcy Pezzicola. Tu Fun. Catherine Pichardo. Ricardo Pimentel. Athena Paluca. Camille Polkowski. Elisa Pontoriero. Stephanie Quintana. Ranika Rafer. Chantal Racola. Nicole Randazzo. Kyle Randolph. Cassandra Ribitok. Dana Marie Ribitok. Janessa Reed. Nawang Rinchin. Mariellis Rivera. Rivero. Brianna Rizzi. Joshua Rochester. Michael Rodas. William Rodas. Jacqueline Rodriguez. Sean Rodriguez. Alanis Roman. Tyler Ross. Lyra Rubio. Derek Ruiz. Peter Russo. Matthew Ratowski. Ahmed Sabil. Alexandros Sacco. Nicholas Salernitano. Caitlin Salisbury. Michael Salvo. Ian Salzman. Jermaine Sandberg. Jenna Saporito. Robert Sparaglio. Eva Skirbo. Vincent Shear. Matthew Chantarelli. Michael Sejas. Hassan Shah. Darian Sharif. Olha Shur. Austin Silverstein. John Mark Siwa. Steven Soda. Diego Solano. Jack Sorensen. Michael Spagnolo. Christopher Starks. Joseph Stickles. Nicholas Sullivan. Christian Taby. Jacob Tejada. Dana Testa. Tui Tom. Nicholas Tran. Ariana Tremator. Daniel Tulio. Daniel Tully. Luca Vinciguerra. Adam Vu. Kayla Walker. Cindy Vazachuk. Daya Welu. Thomas Yakulo. Harisha Zaman. Ada Zhang. Ava Tucci. Laura Lambrosino. Julie Fredericks. Joe Iorio. Julia McCarthy. Kira Burns. Victoria Matoro. Sydney Cassell. Jessie DeFuria. Phelan Yu. Robert Zajac. John Zeitler.
Hit the beach ball.
Congratulations, class of 2015.
says bring it up. Bring it up? Yeah. Yeah, turn it off. I'll bring that in the front.